Welcome back, YouTube. It's Sean. I'm here today to make another payment and get after it, to stay on the grind, keep making this daily habit or as often as possible to chip away at these loans and get something going. Follow along. So here I am. I'm logged in today. We're working on attacking again loan number 3. It's my next one in my snowball. I made a $100 payment that's still pending yesterday. And if you remember, I talked last week about one of my psychological triggers or strategies for attacking these loans. I'm always trying to get to like the next round number. So in this case, it was getting from the 276s to the 275s. And I got into the 275s last week, but because the interest accrues at $45 a day, it put me back into the 276s again. So you can see it's not always a linear process. There's a stair step up and down. So I have to make a bit more aggressive payments if I want to stay in those 275s or below. So today what I'm going to do, since I made a $100 payment yesterday, that puts me at 275 and change. I'm going to make a $200 payment today. I got some collections in the mail, and I'm feeling okay about that today. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go make a payment, specify for each loan. Loan number 3 right here, $200. Preview. Submit. There we go. And you can see it says it takes 2 to 4 days for the changes to show up in the account. However, my understanding is that it marks when you made the payment and it corrects for any interest that might have accrued on the account, so that you get credit for when you made that payment. Part of my goal here overall is to reduce student loan number 3 as quickly as possible. That's one of the things I'm hyper focused on doing, is seeing that number go down. But at the same time, psychologically, I want to see this big number go down too. Like, yes, I want to see the total number of loans decreasing. And I hyper focus on this one, and I sort of pay the minimums on the other loans. And if there's a better way to do it, I may end up doing that. I know I could at least pay the minimum interest on those loans per month to keep them from going up. And that may be a strategy that would cost me in the ballpark of $315 a week, is what I estimated that to be. So, I figure at a minimum, whether I'm paying on one loan or paying on all of them, I need to pay a minimum of $315 a week in order to see the overall loan balance stay the same at the end of the month. So, obviously I'm trying to be a lot more aggressive than that. My payoff plan is $5,500 per month for 60 months. And it's ultra aggressive. I don't know the likelihood of me being able to maintain that, but I'm intentioning it. That's where I'm putting all of my thoughts into, is creating that kind of income and being able to produce that level of payment consistently to see that number go down as quickly as possible. Because, you look at these things, these $13,000 loans at $5,500 a month, those start to go away really fast. And then we start chipping away at the larger ones. So I really appreciate you guys following along, encouraging me and helping me get started. It was part of why I wanted to start this YouTube channel. I wanted you to know that you're not alone out there in student loan land. There are people like me that work professional careers, that have families who have this burden weighing on our minds. And I know, I've lived with it for a very long time. I've dealt with it silently or quietly. I'm not typically, I don't typically talk about it. So all of this is a new habit for me, and YouTube seemed like a good platform to explore that, to begin talking about it, not to hide from it, to deal with it every single day, and do that through action, not just talk. So that's what I love about it, is the fact that you guys can watch what I'm doing and follow along in my progress. And my hope is that at some point this thing will really snowball, and not only will I be getting my loans paid off, but a lot of you will be getting your loans paid off and feeling the motivation and the momentum to keep going. Because you can tell this is a very long road to travel. You know, most people, if they ever paid this off, it would take 30 years to do it. And I am not going to live with this kind of loan in my life for 30 years. So $200 today, you can see it's been a big, big month. This is the biggest month I've ever paid on student loans. Just going to give you a review of what I've paid so far. Look at all of these. These are all the payments from just this month. $200, $24.72, $300, you know, $1,506, $1,200. I really set the bar high. I wanted to pay off that third student loan. And don't let me confuse you. I have currently paid off 3 student loans in total of 12 that I began with. But not to confuse you, I am currently paying off student loan number 3. So there's 12 total, and this one is actually loan number 3. So don't let me confuse you about that. When I say I have paid off 3 student loans, I'm currently paying off my 4th student loan, but the 4th student loan is loan number 3. So just to clarify that, so it makes sense if that ever comes up. You can see, as of today, $13,655. I made a $100 payment yesterday and a $200 payment today. So reduce that by 300. We're at $13,355.99. And with our next big goal of getting into the 12s, getting into the 12,000s, getting this into the 275s, that's progress. That's how we're going to chip away at this thing. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you probably tomorrow. Take care.